Hello everyone! Welcome back to Glitz and Glitter. I've got a packed video for you today. I already know it's going to be long and I just turned the camera on. So yeah, go ahead and check. Go ahead. I'm going to give you a second. Right? Isn't it long? Okay. So advent calendar of the day is day 16. Here is the Highland cow for the day. Let me get him out. Very adorbs. This is a full-grown one, not quite as chunky as Peanut yesterday, but cute nonetheless. And then we've got the Diankapores for today. Actually, let's go over yesterday's that I picked the name. Yesterday was D2. Let me find D2 in here. And I will tell you who I chose. D4. Here is D2. This was on yesterday's video. And I did write down Don's name of Purple Haze for our choice because, you know, I got to do that. And then I chose Lotus Blue. So Roblox Islands by Feathersong. That's you, Dawn. You got the name of this one that I will be submitting to Diankapores. So she called it Lotus Blue. Number 16 for us today to name. Hopefully you guys get chosen for some of these. Oh, we have an extra paper in here. This is a glow-in-the-dark pigment. Charge it in the light, bring it into the dark to watch it shine. All right, let's get a light on it and see what color. It looks like it might be blue. Let's see. We'll see if we could do anything. I know I couldn't heat that one up yesterday, but we were going to try all of these in maybe, probably not 25 colors. I don't know if I could do that in one video. Maybe 2 videos. We'll see. Let's see if I can get this to glow for you so you can come up with a good name. There it is. Can you see it? It's going to glow blue. So there is number 16 is G2 and it's glow in the dark blue. So come up with a name. I need to keep this with that or I'm going to forget what is what with everything. Come up with a name, put it in the comments. I will choose one of them to submit to Diankapores at the end of all this. What did I get on my hands? Now I need to wipe something off. Hang on just a second. So I got a lot I want to do today. Today is the giveaway day. And if you want to enter the giveaway, you have to be able to receive packages from Into Resin, which most of the world can. And the one on the screen right now is the one that we will be giving away. So if you want to enter for that, get your bonus entries and all that good stuff, go in the description box, click on the first link in the description box. It'll take you straight there. Make sure you verify your email address and you will be entered into the giveaway. I always go 7 days because not everybody watches the video the first day. So in 7 days, I will have the platform that I use draw the winner and I will let everybody know who that is. So this is the last mold from them. But I'm not just going to do this one. I'm going to redo this one from yesterday a third time. That was this one. I'm going to redo this one from yesterday, and that was this one. So I did the mica powder marbling on that one yesterday, and the mica powder in this one. So I've done this in transparent, which I don't have with me. It's in the other room, but I've only done this once. So third time for that. And I cut out the dichroish film from Little Windows. Guys, go check her out. She's got this envelope jam-packed full of dichroish films. Some are textured, some are not. What I've done to this one, as you can see, it's wrinkly. If you take 2 of these and you put them together with a heat gun, they will fuse together and you'll get 2 different colors, which is what I've done with this one. And I've been using it. This is all I have left of the 2 pieces. So all I did was trace this shell and I'm going to put this piece into the clear resin. And I'm not sure if I want to back it with white. If you back it with black, there's the color we're going to see through it, depending on which way I turn it. But if you back it with white, this is the color you're going to see through it. So I'm thinking, because I love opal colors, however, that would be much more dramatic. I could do it with black. I'll figure that out in the near future. So I'm going to do the turtle like that. For the jar, I'm going to pick out an alcohol ink, which I just realized I did not do. And then for this one, got an experiment. So I received this tabletop epoxy not too long ago from Wisebond. This is a food safe tabletop. And because we could do blooms with tabletop now, I want to see if this one works as well as the Let's Resin one does. So that's what I'm going to do with this one. So we have several different things to try today. I pulled out this cornstarch that I found in my cabinet that I don't use because clearly it expired back in 2020. So basically 5 years ago it expired. That's how much I use cornstarch. I want to try to brush this into these molds and not put them in the pressure pot, because I know most of you don't have a pressure pot. The question has been asked many times, can we use cornstarch or the baby powder like I used before? So I've used the baby powder or the powder. It's really not baby powder. And in the roses several days ago, and they worked perfectly in the pressure pot. But most of you don't have that. And a lot of people are saying cornstarch does it. I guess there's a video out there. I'm sorry, I don't know the person. It was just written in comments. I should have gone back to look, but I don't even know which video it was. Anyway, there's a video out there. I'm sure if you search for cornstarch and resin, it might come up. Anyway, I'm going to try it today for you. Let me find, I need to go get a brush, a nice poofy brush, and then I'm going to like bang all of it out. Let me go grab something. I just happened to get these new brushes from Fanny. So Fanny, thank you so much. It is going to come in handy. Oh gosh, I'm getting it everywhere already. So I think we're just going to do what we do and brush it into the mold everywhere. And then tap it all out just so it's like coating everything. And then get it all out. You don't want, you just want it like, not too much, because then it's going to cause air pockets and things. Because that's what I did with the baby powder. Okay, so I don't see any extra stuck in there. That's all I'm going to do with all of this. Oh, there's a little hair on there. Let me get that out. So the cornstarch now has a new home in my craft room because clearly it wasn't being used in my kitchen. And this is going to be a much better place for it. I hope expired cornstarch works. Because I don't know if it does or not. I'm just going to get it in all these facets. I could totally be ruining two beautiful pieces, but I don't think that I am. I don't know what it is about the cornstarch. I'm sure all of you engineering minds out there know all the physics behind it. But I'm not. I'm just a simple person who takes hacks and runs with them. That looks pretty good. I don't see anything extra in there. Let's do these. I don't know if I'll be able to see down in those. Oh yeah, I should be able to see down in there. So this one, funny story. I just did it yesterday, obviously. Didn't even notice when I unmolded it. What I noticed when I uploaded the video to YouTube and I was entering all the links for you guys to grab the links if you like these molds, I went into my email that I sent into Resin because I have them listed and it's just easier for me to grab them there than searching the website. So I go into my email, I grab the link that I sent to them when I did my choices that month. And I'm like, that's not the jar that I just poured. So apparently I got the wrong mold, which is fine because I absolutely love this mold. So maybe I'll have to order the other one that I actually asked for on an upcoming pick. So that was pretty funny. I didn't even notice it because like when you order and then when you receive, you're talking 6 weeks. Then I had an extra week because I didn't realize mine were sitting there in my living room. I thought they were for the raffle. So that took longer. And then I pour it and, you know, I just knew I had a butterfly mold. I didn't really memorize what it looked like. And then when I linked it, I'm like, oh my gosh, that's not the one that I looked for. But I really like this one. It is almost looks like a lotus jar. This one is going to be a little tricky to get on all these sides. There's a lot of holes, so I'm going to have to tap this one out a lot when I need to get all this powder out. Whoops. Yeah. So I think that's one of the keys to this trick, is make sure you're going to tap all of that powder out after you get it in. It sticks to it like a mica powder, basically, because it's such a fine powder itself. It just kind of reacts like a mica powder to it. But I guess it's going to disappear under our resin. Just want to make sure I got all the way around, which I have not yet. Try to get it even. And then tap it all out. All this, there's going to be a lot in the sides, and I can't really do this one inside out. Can I? No, I really don't want to. See that sticking in there? I don't want all that in there. See all that? I don't want all that in there. Let me get all that out of there. Oh gosh. Lots in that one. All these facets are just kind of holding on to it. Man, it's almost like I need two people to do this. I'm just afraid to flip it inside out. Get all that out of there. There is a little bit there. I think we got most of it. Good to go, right? Now I just need to pick colors because I forgot to pick my colors for this one. Hopefully that's good. I'm going to just do that. Vacuum up my table, grab some colors and some resin. Brushes in hand and the world is my stage. I forgot to tell you that I read in the comments that some people put cornstarch on their hands before putting their gloves on, which is basically the same thing. I put powder on my hands now to make the gloves go on easier and whatever. So use that hack too that they sent us. Let's see. I got 12 ounces, 8 for the butterfly, which I picked sapphire blue alcohol ink. And, oh, you know what? I was going to pick... well, I guess I'm going to do clear now. I'm going to do 4 in clear. I was going to put the body of the... That's 9. I was going to do the body of the turtle in a alcohol ink, but a little bit more. I don't know what color would go with it. Let me think. Where did I put that dichroish film? I'm going to kind of need that. I don't know where I put it. I'll find it. Oh, here it is. I'm just wondering what color would go with that. Or should I just do a clear? You know, it's so hard for me to do clear. Maybe I'll just do clear. Maybe that's a good experiment anyway. Clear with that cornstarch in there. This is pretty. That was only a couple drops too. We're going to do that. That is the Sapphire Blue by Let's Resin. And clear, I guess. Whoops. For the turtle. Doesn't matter if you have streaks with your... See how those streaks are going down there? It's not like pigment paste or mica powder. It does not even matter because it all blends together while it's curing. So sometimes I really want those streaks to stay, and they never do. So they always disappoint. All right, let's vacuum chamber this. Glitz and glitter lighting up the night. Pen and dreams
diamonds shine in the midnight air.
I'm just gonna pour it in. That one might have a little too much powder. Maybe not. I'm gonna pour it in and then I'm gonna place the film in the back. Leave a little bit of space for the black or the white. I don't know which color I want to do. So you cannot spray this, I'm assuming, with alcohol, or that will mess up the powder reaction. Gosh, I hope this works and it doesn't leave a film. Otherwise, I'm wasting 12 ounces of resin. I mean, I don't think it will. I don't think the pressure pot had anything to do with it. What I should have done is cut out a piece of film for the back of this one as well, and I didn't do it. It's probably not too late. I don't know. I'm going to move it out of the way for now. I would have to trace the other one. I'm going to get it as high as I can, which I guess I didn't need all of that at once. Which way do I want, up or down? I don't know. I don't think it matters. We're going to put this side down. First, let me grab my spatula. Kind of butter it with resin to help eliminate any kind of bubbles forming, but there probably will be. And I put it in there. Grab a little pink stick. Hopefully, I just want it kind of under. Hopefully there's no bubbles. There very well could be. Maybe I'll lift it up, remove it, or that just basically put one in, I bet. So I'm going to push it all the way under. And then kind of level it back out. I don't know. I haven't done this for the longest time. I usually do it in pendants, not in animals. So let's spritz that alcohol. And I think I'm just going to leave that. I'll do something with this extra because I want to be able to put a layer of black or white back there. Oh, that's popping out. So I can see I'm going to have to babysit this. Let me see how high that is. It's a couple bubbles right there. I'm not too concerned about this side of it because you're really not going to see that. I'm just going to move that aside. All right, let's do this one. Let's just pour my blue in and hope this works. I'm going to check down under my butterfly wings. You can see the edge. I don't see anything bubble-wise. Now the lid may be different than the jar because of the alcohol ink. Sometimes you have to add a little bit more color to one or the other depending on which one is thicker. Come on, I don't even see it. See, that's like overfilled. I didn't even see it through the rim. That's what I was looking for. So I don't know if there's any bubbles or not underneath there. The color is a little too light. To see through there. So I'm just going to take this little stick here. It's not very deep. It's just a tiny little thin little lip there. I don't see anything. Oh, there was one come out right there. Better do it again. Yeah, there's a little bit of bubbles coming out. Hope I got them all. I'm just going to let them rise. Get them gone with that and do the same thing to this. So that's 6 ounces. So that took 2 ounces. This has 6 left. I'm just going to pour really slowly. Gosh, I hope I was right. I wrote 8 on the thing yesterday. Yeah, I'm right. I always get nervous every time. Oh my gosh, exactly. It's exactly 8. There we go. I just have like a little scraping left, not much at all. I'll put that into one of my little extras molds. Well, yeah, I have that other clear to do too. Look at all those bubbles coming out. That's weird. Let me get some of that out of here. It's a little bit too high. Man, look at all those bubbles. I see them still coming. They're still rising. That's interesting. I wonder if it has anything to do with that cornstarch. Just grab a little squeegee here. Try to clean this up so I don't have a ton of trimming to do. I still see bubbles rising from those edges. Wonder how much I have left over so I could pour it into like one thing and not 30 things. Come on, bubbles, pop. Why aren't you popping? You immune to the alcohol? All right. Well, I don't see any more rising. I see one right there coming up and one right there coming up. Oh no, I'm wrong. There's some rising for sure. All right. Let me figure out what to do with the extra real quick. I mixed up 3 ounces of the, what is it? Wise Bond. And so I'm into this about 11 minutes, 4 minutes to stir. This took a lot longer in my vacuum chamber because it's a tabletop. So if it took that long in my vacuum chamber and you guys have the bubble remover, I would say for your best chance, because it's such a thick resin, I would split it. I would split it up into a couple of cups. That way you don't have it sitting in there for 15. You don't have much time to work with this. That's the problem. I don't need all of this, but I didn't know how much I needed. I did put blue in the rest of that resin. I poured one new mold that we just made. And the other thing I wanted to say, I've been sitting here 20 minutes. The bubbles coming up out of these molds is unbelievable. Obviously, it has something to do with the cornstarch, but tons and tons and tons of bubbles are popping up. So I don't know how this is even gonna come out. So I want to do red and green. I'm going to do red for Christmas, green leaves. Let's do a yellow center. I usually lose yellow, but let's try it anyway. Let me grab a yellow. What do I have here? Goldenrod yellow, that'll work. Let's just do some yellow in the center. And I want to mix up some white. Now I'm not waiting. We don't have to wait any certain amount of time. Wow, I didn't need it nearly this much resin. And it's not spreading very well. So I'm going to swirl it around. It's highly pigmented. That's why it doesn't spread that great. So I'm just going to swirl it around, make it go out to the edge because I don't want to add more ink. This could be a complete fail too. I don't know. Let's go all the way to the edge. It's not that huge of a tray, coaster, whatever you want to call it. And I'm going to put a little more yellow in the center, which we're probably going to use. And I think I want to drip little bit of green on a couple edges as if it were leaves. If it even works. May not work. I need a stick. I need to do my white. So let's just swirl in the green a little bit. Well, the green is kind of turning to yellow, so that might not work out so well. For the white, I'm using my ocean white. I'm just gonna put a little bit of drop. I had it flipped over. Hopefully it would have came down. Come on. It's so thick in these bottles. There we go. And being such a thick resin, I don't think this is like 100% detrimental as far as how much white you put in there. I think that's good. Perfect amount on the first it was a big drop. And I'm not going to pipe it. I'm just going to, I don't want that pigment paste in there. I'm just going to do a basic, I don't have a lot of room to mess around on that. Let me torch out some bubbles here. Oh, there's something in there too. Let me get that out. So, oops, goodness. I'm just going to swirl that green a little bit more. Bring out my red back over here. And let's just do our, see, I lost the yellow. I always lose the yellow. Oh gosh, I made way too much white. All right, that's good. Dotting tool, pull some petals. I need a paper towel. And we'll see if this one works. I know the Let's Resin tabletop works like a charm. Kind of wish I had thicker petals, but I don't know. Let me just, so now I have some, well, you know what? Let's do this again. I have coaster molds here. Maybe we can do this. Let's do it on this one. I haven't used this one yet. Wait, where did it go? It's not the one I was thinking of. Oh, that one's too big. Never mind. As if you guys know what I'm looking at. We're going to do this one. Let's move that one aside. We have plenty of resin here to do another one. I still have a little bit left. All right, let's do, let me get these bubbles out first. Maybe I'll try a thicker line. Let's do a different color. Let's do blue. Where's that blue? Let's do the blue I did earlier today. It's definitely not a spreader. Some of the resins, like the normal, like the epoxy resin or the 4-hour fast cure, it lets these spread a lot more. So I don't think this one is going to let that happen. Too much ink. I hope we see the white now. All right. I'm going to try to get a thicker line on this one. Keep your bubbles out. It can hinder your petals. I don't know. That one's not working very fast. I don't have high hopes. Let's do some thick petals. And then we'll pull them to the center. I'm not even going to bother with my paper towel. Swirl the center. And that's it. Get the bubbles out. I like that thicker line much better than this one, but I don't know if it's going to bloom. I do not have high hopes for that one. But we'll see what happens. I'm still going to back it because I still want to see what it's going to look like. This one, I don't know. It looks like it might be blooming here. So I think I'm just going to, do I have enough to do another one? Let me get another coaster. We'll get a small coaster. These are clearly not going to be a set. But I have plenty in here to do it again. Instead of just filling up a whole bunch of extras, let's try it. We'll do another color. This has a lot of bubbles from scraping, so could be a bust. All right, let me just get it to the edges, pop all the bubbles. You know what I could do? Just white, and then we'll back it with a color. So let's just pour white in, get this going. We're gonna go with the thicker line, because I think we're gonna have a better bloom like that. Swirl the center, and that's it. I only have a little bit left. I'm going to marble something because I always marble with my leftover white, and that's just basically dripping some alcohol ink or a pigment paste in there and then pouring it into a mold. So let's do, that one looks terrible, absolutely horrible. Oh my goodness, it looks really bad. Oh gosh, I don't know. Let's get this mold out. I haven't done this one for a while. Let me see. Let's move this. That one looks absolutely terrible. We'll see. I don't know. I don't have high hopes for this resin. Come on, just pop. We don't need ya. So what I do to do this, I'll just take the same blue I've been using all day. And I'll do one drop. I'm going to take my little stick here. Just do that. Then we're going to pour some of these pendants. I'll do a couple over here, maybe a bar one. I don't have a whole lot of it left, but enough to do something with. We'll do this one. And we'll do, what do I got left here? Do that one. Which one? Oh, this one. Hopefully these come out pretty. There we go. That's it. That's every drop. I don't see any more bubbles coming out of the turtle. Now the turtle shell with that dichroish film, I'm a little worried about. That there could be hundreds of bubbles that rose from the bottom and are stuck on the film. I don't know. All I know is the bubbles were rising like insanely amount while I was standing here doing everything else. I popped them all. And maybe that's what happens when you're using the cornstarch, but I'm kind of wishing I didn't try it on 2 molds at once. I should have just done it on the smaller one. See all these bubbles coming up? You really need to pop them. Or you're going to get like this lacy effect on your bloom. I don't have high hopes. Look at this one. That one's blooming from the edge, but not from the center. This one looks like it fell. Could be too heavy. Gosh, why won't the bubbles pop? And that one looks like a complete disaster, but we're going to finish it. All right, let's get the comment of the day, and then we will back those and unmold the rest. Everything is tacky. It's not cured. So I'm going to go ahead and back these 4. I put a tiny bit of, this is the normal Let's Resin epoxy resin. I'm not using the tabletop to back them. I'm just going to do a little bit of black ink for the turtle. I decided to go black instead of white. Oh wow, you only need a drop or 2 of that stuff. It's potent. I'm not going to vacuum chamber it or anything since you're really not going to see the back coat anyway. This one looks horrible. I can't even imagine it's going to be any good, but we're going to do it anyway and see what happens. Let me just get this one full. Look at that, almost perfect. Could use just another couple drops. That's it. Wow. Haven't done that in a while. All right. I think what I want to back the coasters is a glitter. So I'm choosing this one. Diane Kapoor's White Silver Glitter Blend. This is like a chunky. I don't use chunky often, but this is a good way to do it. So I'm going to go ahead and open that. And just, I hope I have enough. I don't need a lot. I don't even care if it sinks, because if it sinks, it's going to the right side anyway. So I'm just going to mix this in, pour it on, and then get everything completely cured. That is gorgeous. And again, this is not completely cured. It's just tacky. Just enough to bond together. This one, I'm probably wasting the glitter. This one, I hope it looks good because I'm not putting like a dark color behind it to see the white. So I could be making a mistake on this one too. I don't know. I guess we'll find out. It was extra resin anyway, right? That's what I'm always going to blame it on. So if I feel bad, it was just extra. And let me just top this one up. Even though I know this one's going to be a disaster fail. I only have a little bit left. That's domed, that's good. So I'm going to go ahead and pour it into this pendant mold since it's out and there's a lot on there. I will spritz the back. I still have the heat mat on. I'm just going to let it cure the rest of the way. Let me pour these into some of these pendants. These are going to be really pretty. Very sparkly. And maybe some of the bar ones. I have something in there. I want to get it out first so I don't mess it up. I like these little long bar ones. Although I don't do a lot of jewelry myself, but if you're dressing up for a party, these will be nice to have. I'll do another one. Then I'll do some rounds. Try to dome them, that way I don't have a lot of trimming to do. I don't like trimming jewelry much. I have more. Let's do, I'm trying to not do these ones with the pointy tip because I don't have any bails that will work with that. So I'll do some bigger ones. There. And we'll do the one right next to it. This is a gorgeous glitter. I know she's sold out of a lot of products because you guys all love her so much, but just be patient. I guess she has issues with, you know, all the shipping problems these days, so she'll get it in. Just be patient with her. I don't know if this is out of stock. I link everything no matter whether it's in stock or out of stock. That way you can just put it on a wish list or something, however that works. Or, you know, have the link if you ever want it when it does come back in. All right, I'm going to go ahead and cover everything up so the heat can stay inside of here. I will spritz everything one more time. And I guess I'll meet you here on demold. It is that time. It is like past that time. Everything is cooled. Everything is cold. That never happens with me. Let's do the extras first. Here's the one little bear. Very pretty. Always sparkling. Let's do, these are the donuts. with little flowers and sprinkles on them. I don't ever do anything to these. I just put a magnet on the back. That's it. And then I do trim everything, of course. There's that one. And here are, let's do the glitter ones. I'm dying. Oh my gosh, that is like a mirror looking back at ya. Is that what it was called? What was the name of that? White silver glitter blend. Man, it looks like a mirror. Wow. Fancy. They're all perfect. Here's a blue marbled one. Oh, that is nice. Here's another blue. That one's nice too. I love marbling it when they come out right. That one's pretty. We'll have to pick an up and a down. Wow. Here's just the silver bar. It's like a silver bar. There we go. Those are them. This is a new mold we have coming out. It's probably out already. This is a bird that is crystallized. Look at that. That is so pretty. Love it. Okay, that's in the eBay store. Should be by now. All right, let's do this one. I have no idea what to expect here. I hope it's not. Why do I feel like it's going to be dull? It is dull. It gave it like a frosted glass look. I mean, it doesn't look horrible. There's not a bubble, but it's not shiny. Huh. I don't know if I like that. What is that? Oh, that's just a gem right there. I don't know if I like that. I mean, I'm gonna have to do a search on YouTube and see who's using cornstarch. Oh, that one came out terrible. The black leaked up underneath. Okay, not happy with that one. That one is pretty ugly. Not gonna finish that one at all. Huh. Maybe because it was, well, I guess I didn't have it filled up enough. I had this pushed down too far. So that one's a fail. Yeah, don't like that one. Let's hope this one's, you know what? I don't know what I'm going to think about this one. It's not going to be, yeah, we got powder all over it. And it's embedded in there. And there's bubbles all over that. I told you there were bubbles coming up. I don't like it, guys. I don't like it. I'm not using that again. That, or you're supposed to use a pressure pot for that trick. That was the question. I don't recommend you do it without the pressure pot. Maybe we should do this again with the pressure pot, but I almost don't want to. Yeah, this is garbage. Oh man, that's terrible. Let me get this out. I knew I shouldn't have done these two pieces because I didn't know the outcome. Ugh, oh my gosh, this one was hard yesterday and it's really hard today to get the suction off. Hang on a minute. Oh my gosh. I'm getting it very slowly. Ugh. Okay. Yeah, this is not good at all. There's bubbles all over these tips. They're gone. That one's messed up, ruined. I don't like it at all. There's bubbles all in there. I mean, well, the bottom is clear, but the sides are not good. Maybe it's the baby powder that's better. I don't know. Those two roses came out absolutely perfect, stunning. And these two are garbage. So that is that. Okay. This was an extra, right? This was the white one. Let's see what we got. I don't think we're going to be able to see it. Oh, that looks terrible. Oh my gosh. Like an entire day of garbage. I mean, the glitter underneath is pretty. The bloom's terrible. Doesn't work with that resin. Do not use that resin for this. Use it for what it was made for. This one's not horrible. I love the background. I mean, the bloom's okay. It's not the best I've ever done. So, yeah. This one is going to be a disaster. I already know. Yep, it is a disaster. However, the mold is stunning. The mold is gorgeous. I shouldn't have wasted the glitter in it. You guys, you live and learn, right? So, I have nothing to do except trim these and put veils on them, which I will do outside. I'll trim these and put magnets or something on them. I cannot believe it didn't work. I mean, I guess I can believe it. I never tried it before, but yeah, I'm going to have to go back and look that up. I'm wondering if you need the pressure pot for that, because this came out horrible. And yesterday's came out perfect. Here's yesterday's. Absolutely perfect. Not a bubble in sight. Not even on the tips, anywhere. And that one is garbage. Wow, very disappointing. So y'all, I have fails a lot too, you know. So don't think everything is going to be perfect. Unfortunately, we have to learn the hard way sometimes. So I did waste a little bit of resin, but we know what not to do, right? And I just saved you a bunch of resin. All right, well, I'm not going to do anything on camera, so I'll just get you some pictures of these fails so you can see them up closely, and we're going to have some more fun tomorrow. How about that? All right, guys, stick around for those photos. Have a blessed day, everybody. Bye.
Glitz and glitter paint her way. She lights up hearts come what may. With a brush of faith she starts. Jesus whispers through her art. Patience blooms in every hue. Her love for viewers shines so true. Shimmer sparkles in her eyes. A radiant soul under bright skies. Glitz and glitter, Michelle, a story. Her colors tell faith and love in every part. Jesus guides her shining heart. Ooh, 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 ooh. Canvas dreams and sparkly streams. Her laughter flows like sunlit beams. With each stroke her spirit sings, a masterpiece of golden wings. She sprinkles joy like morning dew, in every shade a promise new. A life of love, a life of grace. In her art we see his face. Glitz and glitter, Michelle, a story. Her colors tell faith and love in every part. Jesus guides her shining